everyone, this is Marnell Sample here again, bringing you another singing tip. I know it's been a while since we've had one of these types of videos out, but I figured I'd make this one because lately as I've been working with singers, I've been seeing this one issue that keeps coming up again and again and again. And it's something very simple, but it makes a profound effect on your technique. And that is this issue of overbreathing. So what do I mean by overbreathing? I mean that when you're singing a song or even when you're practicing your scales, that you're tanking up on air. You're taking a really big breath like this. And you're trying to fill your lungs to the maximum capacity. That is a problem. It is a really big problem because number one, when you take a big breath like that, or even sometimes you might hear yourself gasping as you're singing, you go, you'll do one of those numbers in the middle of a song. That's another sign that you're overbreathing. So what is the problem? Well, when you take in a really big breath like that, and you're really taking up on air, number one, what you do is you overengage your neck muscles here, so you invite neck tension in. That also causes your jaw to tense up, so it makes it harder to let go of jaw tension. It keeps your tongue more rigid. It tightens up all the muscles in here along your chest, because these are also muscles that are used when you overbreathe. And in general, it just makes your whole body and your whole rib cage much more rigid, which is what we don't want for singing. The more rigid you are when you sing, the less efficiently you will sing. When this becomes more of a problem is, in particular, when you're singing a song. So let's say you're getting ready to perform something, perform a set list, or you're going into the studio to record a song. And maybe when you were practicing it by yourself, just in isolation, and you're kind of calm, that, okay, everything seems like it's working all right, the song seems pretty simple, but then all of a sudden you get to your performance venue and you start getting into your set list, and all of a sudden the songs that seem really easy for you, they just seem so difficult out of nowhere, and you can't explain why, and it's like, I know this song is easy for me, why is it so hard now? 9 times out of 10, the source of that is overbreathing, because you start singing the song and you don't even realize you got adrenaline rushing, you're excited, you're on stage, you're in the moment, and you start going in between every phrase, and then you do it again, then you do it again, and you don't even realize you're doing that. Okay, so that's what the issue is. Now, what do we do to fix it? This is actually something I've talked about before in a few of my previous videos, although you might not quite have caught on to the point. In one of my videos, the breathing for singing FAQ video, the answer to question number 3, I actually addressed this issue. Someone asked, well, how much air should I be using when I sing? And I showed that there, and I also gave some exercises for it, so I'll leave a link to that in the description here. I also covered this in my neutral larynx tutorial, because it's the exact same technique for keeping your larynx relaxed. Overbreathing causes your larynx to become rigid and stiff. So I will review it again quickly here, but you really want to check out that other video, the breathing for singing FAQ video. So the first thing you're going to do is your jaw. You need to feel your jaw. So hold your jaw and then just let it relax like this. Just let your jaw hang. You're going to feel like an idiot when you do this. If you feel like an idiot, it means you're doing it right. So your jaw totally relaxed like that. Or if you feel the muscles up in here, they should let go. So you don't want to, what the mistake some of you will make is you'll let your jaw go, so your mouth be closed like this, and then you just barely open it. You'll let it go that much. So for some of you, you might have to think of opening your mouth a bit more than what you feel is necessary. So really let your mouth open. Oh yeah, these muscles up in here open up and relax. These muscles are on the side of your face. The big meaty muscles right here. That's what you're trying to get to let go. And they're going to start to stretch a little bit, okay? So get used to that position. What is that like? oh. And if you do it correctly and then you try to make a sound, you're going to sound kind of like a caveman, like, oh, oh. Like you're not going to be able to make a sound clearly. That's okay for now. So once you find that, that's one piece of this. I want you to take your hand, place it on your stomach, like right around, slightly above the level of your navel. And as you're singing a phrase, this whole area here, this will be kind of tense. It'll be working. It'll be engaged. The muscles will be flexed a bit as you're singing. So I want you to do this. Blow out all of your air, and you should feel your ab muscles start to tense and turn on more and more and more as you do that. And then hold the air out of you for a few seconds. So, and then stay tense, 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 and then let go. Just let the whole abdominal cavity here, just let it relax. Just let it go. And you might not have realized it, but as soon as you do that, the air comes rushing into you. You just had your inhalation. That's all you have to ever do for inhalation. So now we need to combine those two pieces together. So what you're going to do is you're going to take one hand here, keep it on your belly, with the other hand here on your jaw, and start singing a phrase. It could be a line from a song. It could be just you singing a scale. We'll just try it on the scale here. So we go, ah. And then when you get to the end of the phrase, you just let your jaw go. You let your jaw go and you let your belly go at the same time. So jaw relax, belly relax. Air comes rushing into you. You don't need to take in any more air beyond that. And that is your inhalation. You're already set up for the next phrase. All you have to do is sing the next phrase. So don't make this mistake of going, ah, and then wanting to take in more air after that. That's the mistake that most of you will make. And that's the reason why a lot of you will need coaching for this, because you won't even be aware that you were still trying to suck in more air and more air after you just got done. So as you practice this, it's something that you're going to have to do slowly. You will not be able to do this at the actual tempo of a song. You have to take your song and break it down line by line, going through it slowly. So you sing one line and you take a few seconds to center yourself and remind yourself, okay, just let go here, let go here. And as soon as that happens, you'll feel like this little expansion happening here in your stomach. That's the inhalation, you're done. And then just sing the next line. And then when you get to the end of the next line, as soon as you finish that last note, you do it again. This has to become your default habit. It is something that will take time. This technique is very, very, very simple. It's not hard to do at all. But it's going to take you time before it becomes a habit for you. For most people, I'd say it will probably take a good few months of practice before you really start to internalize it and get it. But once you get it, you'll feel that as soon as you do like this, and everything lets go, everything up here will just let go, the neck muscles here, they will just let go, the throat will release, the larynx will release, everything just drops and descends, and that's what you want. So I'm sure quite a few of you will be needing extra help with this, because this is a deceivingly simple technique, but it has a lot of nuances and fine points. So if any of you are needing extra help, I am available for lessons. I will leave a link to my website. I give lessons over Skype online, so it doesn't matter where you are in the world, we are still able to address these issues. So if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the reply section, in the comment section underneath the video. Until the next time, this is Marnell Sample.
I've seen your flag on the marble arch, but love is not a victory march. It's a cold and it's a broken